Thank you so much for being with us. This is on Emirates 2021, the first flight out of the UAE with only vaccinated passengers and crew. With us is one of the leading managers of Emirates Airlines. And we have a couple of questions how to understand how to make flying sustainable in the next couple of years with facing a global pandemic and mutations. So tell us, what did you do today?
I think it is a clear demonstration of the policy UAE have adopted in balancing the protocols between health, business and social life. So UAE have taken a very scientific approach to the whole way. They have been collecting data, measuring data and taken a very clear decisions, keeping the health of the public in one hand and keeping the economics and the social life of the people living in UAE in one hand. So I think we have demonstrated a great achievement, and people were able to go back to work. People were able back to go to their businesses, visiting families, but with a clear protocols and measures that are being adopted, such as wearing masks, such as applying social distance, such as keeping our surfaces and our hands sanitized all the time. But most important is the vaccination program that we have adopted. It made available the vaccination programs and achieved 4 types of vaccinations. I think one of the unique countries in the world who have made available by choice 4 types of vaccination to its citizens, to its residents, and so far they have given more than 9 million of vaccinations or vaccination doses to the people living in UAE. We are in Emirates was one of the company who have taken advantage of that, and we are able to today say that more than 85% of our flight crew and cabin crew have taken the vaccination. This is to ensure a safe travel, to ensure that we are protected, to protect our
This is very exciting. A last question. So since the UAE is such an advanced country, and I'm one of the people who has gotten both vaccines, since it's so advanced, don't you think at some point there is a time when you say fully vaccinated passengers don't have to take a test at the airport anymore?
I think not only UAE, I think all over the world, once we start vaccinate people and people have taken more than the second doses of vaccination, we will see some kind of relaxation into the protocol being adopted in terms of testing or quarantine. I think that is coming soon, and I think some of the countries have already adopted such practices.
So if I may ask you a tiny last thing, as a consumer who's price sensitive and fighting for consumers who don't have much money that want to discover the world on your planes and many other people's planes, how can we make sure that this temporary measure of COVID tests and vaccine passports will not be permanent, because it adds another $100 to $200 per passenger for flights?
See what's happening over the year. Who can imagine that at one stage all government would have provided the vaccine at no charge to its people. So all countries today is interest to provide a good health and ensure the community is protected. With regard to testing and the costing of testing, over the time to come and within the short term, we'll see a change. If it's not waived, but there will be a reduction in it. Until that point, at the same time, there are many new technology and techniques are coming to compete with the normal traditional PCR. You will see more rapid testing coming at airports. You will see they're coming at a much more affordable price. I'm talking in the range of $5 and $7. So all this kind of thing is going to put pressure into changing the current cost of this traditional PCR.